was that was terrible. I just had hella issues just now. But I finally got it set up, at least a little bit. Um, I tried to. It is like my OBS started acting up like right at 5. It was terrible, but now I think we're ready, chat. Maybe, please. Oh my god. Okay, and my avatar is Angie. Let's fix that. There we go. Okay. So, so also hella lag apparently. Um all right. So with that out of the way, I apologize if there's no music. But I tried to get it set up, and the music in the background just kept playing ads, and it was terrible. Um, but it is okay now. We're in business now. It's cool. So let's see. My chat is all. It's okay. It is what it is. I get ah. Anyway, I'm gonna turn this down. It's just how it's gonna be for now. So, um, like I said, I apologize if that took a while. I know we were supposed to start right at 5. We started about 45 minutes late. Just a little bit late, just teeny tiny, but it's okay. So, hi. Um, for those of you who are new here, my name is Jada Ray. I am a multi fandom artist and animator, and this is my first ever public live stream. So, um, it's good. It's good to finally have it up and running. I'm currently showing the view from, like, I'm streaming from my iPad technically because that's where my drawing software is. And today I'm just gonna be doing some animation, hopefully making some good progress, and hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Let's see. So I I am beginning, well, technically not beginning a new scene, but the last scene I did, um, it is I'm already animated, and I'm I'm trying to like see, as I did this like leaf animation here, where it turns into a creature, right? It like turns into a creature and it explodes. um, which is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna like slightly minimize my timeline so y'all can see it better. Uh, so nothing too fancy. Just yeah, that's what I was doing with my last scene. The scene I'm doing now is with a character turn, which and y'all can't see it, but when I animate, I record references, like I record myself doing them. It's a bit cringe, but it's okay. Let's see. So when I animate, I'm actively looking at the recording I did while I'm drawing. And it's been a scene that I've been procrastinating with and kind of struggling with for a while, because animating a character like doing a full turn is, it's actively known as one of the most impressive things an animator can accomplish, I guess. But it's been stressing me out, which is why I've been procrastinating. So I decided that the best way to not procrastinate on that is to do it in front of a bunch of people. So I won't do that anymore. I mean, it looks good. Like so far, I don't know if the stream appears a bit laggy to y'all. If so, I apologize. Um, but yeah. Also, interesting thing, I don't have a like here. You know, if I go back to like the very beginning, like the very beginning of my animation, I have like my layers are a bunch of unlabeled. It's mess. Apparently, it's basically a mess. I Some of them I have labeled, some of them I don't. Like yeah, I have my color layer here, which I can toggle on and off like this. I'm using Toon Squid, by the way, because I get a lot of people asking what software I use. I use Toon Squid. But yeah, we're gonna go. I do not have a line art layer. My sketch layer and my line art layer are the same thing. I don't like when I sketch it, I just clean it up, and that's why it like gives it that sketchy feel that I like. So let's see. Also, for anyone who's been kind of following my TikTok journey, I've started posting a lot of Sander Sides animated content on there, which many of you have uh, expressed a liking to, and I really appreciate that. Uh, because I got into the series when I was like maybe like 15 or 16, and back then I couldn't draw very well. But I still posted it on like social media and stuff. Um, but yeah, I was just a kid with a very intense hyperfixation. And now I am a 24-year-old adult with the same hyperfixations I had when I was a teenager. So I don't know if that's problematic or not. But um, I don't know. The series never really like left me. It was kind of sitting dormant until you know randomly, just a random day in college, where I watched the whole series again, and I just found myself like falling in love with it, or just not falling in love with it again, but that like all of that passion I had for it just kind of reignited. Um, and that is it makes me feel good when I draw and when I animate stuff from the series. Let's see. So let's see. Let me get my I'm getting my video reference now because I accidentally closed out of it. So good job, me. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, I got it. I got it. For anybody like who's also an artist, I don't know if y'all get secondhand embarrassment when you're recording your own references. Um, Personally, like in the moment, I don't think about it, but after I'm forced to watch them back, I just kind of curl up into a ball because I'm. It's like when you're watching a reference of yourself doing a pose or a certain movement, it just kind of fills you with a level of cringe that uh, you wouldn't I guess fully be able to understand unless you were an artist or an animator. But it works. I also like using this method because it's reminiscent of rotoscope animation, which I used to not like all that much, but I've kind of I've grown into it. Um, I didn't used to like it because I felt like it was. I used to feel like it was cheating a little bit because you're not technically like drawing it by hand. But it's grown on me. I'm also trying to be careful with how I'm moving at my desk so my microphone does not fall. Oh my gosh, my stuff. Okay. It's gonna be cool looking back on this one day. Like after the video is done. Um, and just watching the the progress like unfold in real time. It's another reason why I wanted to start live streaming because I wanted to better be able to document my progress and my work. Um, like I wanted to start taking animation more seriously last year, but 2025 was kind of a mess. There were like I've had a lot of personal stuff going on, and overall it just like the video that I'm drawing, like the video I'm working on right now, was supposed to come out last year, and it never did. And I was very sad about that because I'm the type of person where as like I start a project and like I'm very excited about doing it and very passionate about it at first, but then it's like I get fixated on other things and I get distracted and I want to start a new project and it becomes an endless cycle of just ambition and also not being committed, which I'm trying to get out of the habit of cuz I just need to lock in and get it done. Also, if you see me rotating my canvas a lot, that is just because I'm trying to get the best angle of it. Um, it's actually like it's kind of crazy because when I first started posting animations, like when I first started really gaining traction, I had like I had 1.5k subscribers on YouTube and only like 14 it was like 14k followers on TikTok. Um but I posted like last December I posted a video related to Legends of Evantris, like the D&D campaign, like the podcast, and the video blew up more than I could have imagined. It had like for anybody who watches it, if you know the character Bitsy, like I did like a 3 second animation with Bitsy and with like me talking over my process, and it like the video blew up overnight, and I went from like 4k subscribers to like 60k, which is like crazy. I'm at like 72k now, like as of today, and it's really crazy to think about it like that. I because like I wasn't used to getting that much attention. In regards to my work, I actually grew up with some pretty intense imposter syndrome. Because I had like a lot of friends and like my friends were very talented, like a lot more talented than I was. Um, and it put me in it put me in like a mentally rough spot for a long time. Which I've obviously made peace with it now. But it's just like thinking back on it, I was like, and you think like, and it hurts as a creative when you're in this spot where you feel like you're you're skilled enough to. Oh, hey, welcome to the stream. I see you, friend. See, says, let me see. Hi, says, see, Kravda. Hi, I'm new. I'm new. Hi there. Hi, and welcome to the stream. And thank you for tuning in. I'm just, I'm just talking about the the struggles of being a creative and with severe imposter syndrome. So happy times. Um, yes, thank you so much for joining me today. Um, and I am now. Oh yeah, what was that? Yeah, so I was mentioning my imposter syndrome and how well, I was just talking about Sanders Sides, but Sanders Sides did like in relation help with like my artistic rut, because it, I got a lot of information that were inspiration from it. Aww, I wanted to support as a fellow artist. It's nice to meet you too. This is so. Oh, you made my night with that. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for showing support for little old me. I I hope that I hope that I'm worth it in the long run. Um, it is. It's. I started. I was supposed to start streaming at 5, but I had technical difficulties, and I literally had to uninstall like a whole bunch of stuff and like update things, and it was. I was like. I was in shambles, but I finally got it to work. So I am here now, and you are here now, and I'm very happy that you're here. Thank you. Um, I'm wondering what you. Oh, okay, fellow artist. So tell me, friend, what kind of art do you like to do? I am I'm a digital artist, and I mostly I used to do traditional a lot. Um, but I'm mostly digital now. There are days where I really miss my sketchbook, which I mostly use for like just jotting down ideas. Even though sometimes I catch myself using my tablet as my sketchbook. Um, but yeah, like at least like back when I went to school, I did multimedia, which it was fun. I mean, I like doing crafting too, but I feel bad when I do it because it distracts me from animation, which I need to do more of because animation takes a long time. Oh, let's see. I love to do traditional, digital. I can sculpt. I do. You do stop frame animation? Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I took a stop motion course when I was in school, and it was just experimenting with like I had to fill in animation credit, and I wanted to take um I wanted it wasn't storyboarding because I did take a storyboarding class, but I did want to take like a 2D animation, like an official 2D animation course, but um all the slots filled up and I was really sad. um but I I I went into stop motion animation cuz I love like films like that. Like I grew up on Coraline. It was oh, you know what? Oh gosh, yeah, I feel like I can do anything I set my mind to. And you can. You absolutely can. It's scary to put yourself out there. It's scary to try new things, but you friend, you could do anything you put your mind to. And when you shake that like when you shake those like anxieties, You can literally do anything you put your mind to. I that is I love to hear that. It makes me very, very happy. Um, I grew. It's like I grew up with a lot of like people, a lot of artists who inspire me. And I okay. So in relation to the stop motion thing, I grew up on Coraline, which is one of my favorite animated films slash horror films of all time. I actually uh, like I took a lot of inspiration from that in relation to my horror themed works. And I when I took stop motion, I actually ended up making my very first animated film, which I thought was going to be 2D, but it it turned out to be stop motion, which I'm not mad at all. It was a stop motion film based on the it was based on the beheading of Marie Antoinette, which is like a little over a minute long. But I still have the puppet from it. I one of these days I'll maybe post it on YouTube, so just so y'all could see it one of these days. But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that class. Um, but thinking back, I took a 3D animation class because I wanted to try my hand at it, but uh, they may okay. So in the 3D animation class, we had to use this a software called Maya. Um, and Maya is terrible. Oh, I love all types of animation. I love animation so much. I feel like we're kindred spirits. You know what, friend? That's very kind. I have I feel like I have a like just I don't know like if you feel this too, but like when you're when you're talking to an artist and you're just openly talking about your passions and like the work that inspires you, I feel like that's a connection that a lot of people like I don't know. Like the when you're talking to an artist and you're like you reach like a flow state, you know? Where you're both kind of like opening up about like yeah, it's like this thing inspires me or this show inspires me or this artist like it's genuinely a flow state. Like music, oh my gosh, I've been listening to Michael Jackson, and it's not just because of the movie. I've been listening to Michael Jackson since I was like 5. Um, but when the movie came out, it kind of reignited that, and I started listening to him a lot. Uh, and I feel like when I listen to Michael Jackson, like I get like my work is a lot more um I'd like you ever like when you're working on a piece, right? And um it's like, oh, I'm working on a sad piece, so I gotta listen to sad music, or I'm working on an angry piece, so I gotta listen to angry music, like stuff like that. Like I do that. And when I listen to like when I'm drawing anything like happy, sad, angry, it's always Michael Jackson because he has a song for everything. Like let's see. Let's see. I listen to Michael Jackson. I also I listen to a lot of old music like to get me in a nostalgic mood, like when I'm drawing nostalgic things. Um I listen to I listen to let's see. Honestly, I can relate. Michael was my hero. You okay? I I remember I was very young when he passed, But I remember the day Michael left us like it was yesterday. I remember like being a little girl sitting in the back seat of my mom's car and hearing his music like blasting in the radio, and I'm thinking like, oh, it's probably his birthday. And meanwhile, my mama's driving, and she's like an absolute, she's shattered. She is in tears. um, see, 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s music. Ooh, like I like a good throwback. Like I like oh, okay. So one of my favorite old bands is ABBA, like the band ABBA. I've and it's mostly because not only is it like nostalgic, but it's also I'm like my it fits my it fits my singing voice. Like they're kind of like the band where I can listen to them and also sing along because I'm I'm an alto, so it's like alto representation. Um, but whenever I listen to ABBA, it's very nostalgic and comforting. Kind of like similar to how I feel with Michael Jackson. Um, let's see, like old in terms of old bit, like let's see. Oh my gosh, I like the Beatles. The Bee Gees. Oh, and Phil Collins. Okay, so I on a random day, I when I was like drawing, I think I was animating a whip, like a very like a whip with like a person like running or jumping or doing some type of like extreme movement. I listened to the Tarzan soundtrack specifically. Okay, I listened to Son of Man like on repeat. Yes, Phil Collins is a bop. Phil Collins is definitely a bop. His music's great. I also listened to the Beatles. Like I still do. I had a huge Beatles kind of phase during the pandemic, and I still, I still listen to the Beatles because their music also makes me feel really nostalgic. Yeah, I and oh yeah, oh my gosh, that's just my project being backed up. I got so scared. um, yeah, I like the Beatles. My favorite, like I think I have a top three favorite Beatles songs. I had to see. I like okay, yesterday. That is my number one. Yesterday is my number one. Um, what else? I like yesterday. I like um Golden Slumbers. That one is really cool. Let's see. Oh, yeah. I have a like what like I have like my socials like in my bio. I usually use YouTube and TikTok, or like I also have a Tumblr. But I would love to connect. It sounds like you it sounds like we got similar vibes going on. I like I haven't like shoot like since I graduated. I guess um I haven't made any like newer. No, that's not true. I've made friends with other artists. Um um but in terms of like just meeting people, it's gotten more and more sparse. Hmm. Might have to move this down a little bit. Just a little bit. Um yeah, I like yeah, yesterday Golden Slumbers, and there was a third one. Oh yeah, Blackbird. Blackbird is beautiful. Beautiful song. And I also like the Beyonce cover of it. Let's see. Okay. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Gotta like see. Draw. And you see also how I like I said I don't have a line art layer or a sketch layer technically. They're one and the same. I just I just draw and then they like I clean it up and because I'm well, I don't want to say well, I'm lazy. Yeah, I am lazy. Uh I don't have a line art layer because I'm lazy and I don't feel like dealing with it. Bit sharper. I have very Don Bluth? Oh my gosh. Okay. That's I okay. Don Bluth. Okay. I love myself some Don Bluth. My I grew up when I wasn't watching Disney films. I was watching Don Bluth, and I love my favorite thing Don Bluth has ever made was I'd have to say Thumbelina. I know like it's kind of critically not recepted well, but I don't care. That was absolutely I loved the way he animates female characters. I love the way he animates hair. There's like a game that he drew, and I say drew literally. Um, that Dragon's Lair. And in that game, it's like the knight trying to rescue the princess, and she's pretty much blonde Thumbelina, but I let that slide. Um, but she the way he animates her and the way he animates like her hair and the way she moves, I always loved it as a kid. Let's see. He animated some other films that I've checked out, but I haven't. I'm not as I'm not as hooked on them as Thumbelina. Um, see, yeah, that one, that ooh, Don Bluth. Ah, I do love some Don Bluth. Um, yeah, most of his movies, I'd say yeah, most of his movies are good. Then the ones who the movies that aren't are still Don Bluth films, and you gotta All Dogs Go to Heaven. That one makes me cry every time. Don Bluth is actually the reason why um when I'm animating and I'm coloring, I will add like subtle blush to my characters. Um, I don't want to break my flow here, but I have a layer where I give my characters like a slight blush just to make them feel more fleshed out. Secret of the Nymph. Yeah. I actually now I didn't watch that one growing up, but it is very technically impressive. Um I definitely got to brush up on that one cuz the I think the one time I did see it was in a first grade class a long time ago. Let's see. I also checked out Rockadoodle. That movie's cute. The Pebble and the Penguin. Again, it's a cute although whenever I see him okay, it is the thing where he draws animals with human teeth. It is a bit it always made me feel a little weird as a kid, but I recognize that that's just his art style. So it is okay. Um but yeah, Um Don Bluth is a on both Don Bluth and Disney. I don't know what that was. Um I I grew up with that like as a child who has a very deep connection with animated media. Those are my go-tos. Um oh, the special effects on the movies like the dust and sparkles. Yes. I love doing glittery effects in my work. Um, okay. The For example, the ending of Thumbelina where she's wearing that like gorgeous dress, and it's all shimmery, like the fairies when they fly around, they have the glitter and the sparkles and stuff. I love that. Um, yeah, I love putting little stuff like that in my work. Um, it's just like okay, but it's not a pain to draw. It's just like it can get repetitive after a while. Um, which it is what it is. The end product is always worth it in my opinion. And I mean, animation is going to be tedious anyway, so might as well, right? Um, I'm really a perfectionist when it comes to things like that, which is I guess another Achilles heel of mine, other than the imposter syndrome thing. Um, yeah, it's I'm really am like such a perfectionist that I'll kind of like halt on doing certain things, like finishing a piece or uh like doing a drawing or doing an animation, because it's like, well, what if it's not perfect? I spent all this time on it and I feel like it's just not perfect. Which can be really, I understand it can be crippling as a creative. um but I'm trying to get over it, because I don't want anything to kind of like still my work. um but yeah, this it's another thing when I'm sketching like I'm doing, where it's like I have to meticulously like clean up every little line, even though for the most part, especially after special effects, the average viewer isn't going to even notice it, but I'm going to notice it. So it drives me crazy. Yeah. I think you already have a new art friend. It seems like we're on very similar wavelengths here. Um, it's like I love like connecting with new artists, and there's so many. Um, I've been excited for Art Fight coming up. Um, which it's which I'm a bit, I don't know if I'm gonna participate this year. I don't want to say that because I love Art Fight a lot, but it's just very hard to keep up with it, and especially with all the animations that I have yet to do, that I'm procrastinating on. Um, and and of course like the lack of time, which I'm still, because I still have like, I have like this part-time job that I gotta work. Like this, like I was off today, but when you're like, when you have like a, like I've made income off of TikTok. Not really on YouTube yet, but I'm optimistic. Um, like I'm hoping, and I'm really I'm just hoping that at some point this year I could maybe be independent. Um, because I've been working at this job for about a year now, and right when the I guess I because I was job searching when the economy was like, I was freshly graduated and the economy was really bad. Um, hey, that's my girl. Hi, Naja. I am big girl streaming, and I am so scared. Also, yeah, I say go for it when the time is right. Yeah, but that's really hard when it's like, I mean, obviously, but it's just when you have several people, like I'll be drawing and then I'll take a break and scroll on TikTok, and everybody's like, whatever you do, don't quit your job. this is the worst time to quit your job. If you quit your job, you were gonna explode. You're gonna explode if you quit your job. uh yeah, girl, I'm trying to do it. I'm really trying. I had like such bad technical difficulties at the beginning of this stream, and I was so sad. Like, I had like everything set up, and I thought that I was good because it was recording fine, but when I went to go stream at my scheduled time, it just kept giving me this error. And then I was panic googling like what that error meant, and then I tried to go on Reddit because Reddit has the answer to everything, and they couldn't give me an answer. I was stressed, but I got it figured out. So it's fine. It's fine. I totally didn't almost break out in tears. Um, I am okay. Let's see. I'm currently also I'm animating this turnaround shot. Which is, yeah, internet is really just, it really is just a thing that exists, isn't it? It's like sometimes you'll be doing something and you'll feel like a tech genius. And then next thing you know, it's like, actually, no, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing and you should quit. And I almost did. I kept trying different things and I thought things were working, and then it was, and then it just kept showing me the same error, and I almost like rage quit because I was just like, man, I was so stressed, but I got it working. And the only reason I got it working is because of pure luck and the will to keep going. I guess. But yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so artists that inspire me, right? Like whether that's a musical artist or like my friends, or other creatives, like whenever I feel like giving up or quitting, and I'm very lucky to have a strong support system. Not just my friends, my folks too. Cause it's hard out here. Like it's hard for everybody, but it's especially like it's hard for creatives. I don't know if y'all heard of this, but the guy that like directed like El Tigre, he sold himself to the AI demons. I read that and I was so sad because it's the same guy that also is behind the Book of Life, which is it's a visually beautiful animated film. But I was so sad. I was like, bro, what are you doing? You were the chosen one. I was not happy about that. And it seems especially due to AI, I feel like I'm in this place where, yeah. Oh wait, he deleted his first 2 Insta posts about it too. Ugh. Like, because first of all, you could have avoided that if you just not did that. Like, why would you do that? Why would you? And even if he deleted the post, or even if he took it back, or like said, oh no, that wasn't received well, it's like, no, dude, we don't like that. And you done messed up. You ruined your, like, you had it. You had an amazing reputation with the animation community. Like, why would you do that? Okay, so my socials, like on my, if you go to my channel and it's let's see, my okay, so I have okay, so I have my socials in my channel banner. I have my TikTok, Instagram, and Tumblr page. Where I post like I kind of post exclusive content there about like my like progress on current animations or stuff that I'm working on or drawings. I like I kind of I mostly animate, but I also draw too sometimes. I mostly animate because the animations they get more views. They get more views. I gotta have the views, please. Please say I want some more. But yeah, it's I my like and I took a hiatus from Instagram, but I'm back now. And I post stuff there too, and it's really cool. And oh, okay, wait, random thought. I on the topic of being inspired by musical artists, there other than Thomas Sanders, which I can get into him later. Um, but I there's another artist that I've been listening to a lot lately called Ella Red. And she like she it's like I wouldn't call it pop music, I guess, but also like yeah, I guess it is pop music, but she's really cool, and I've been listening to her music a lot. I only see you. I think my YouTube. Oh, yeah. Let me see. Oh, okay. So, uh, I'm gonna take this opportunity to show off my my art, but also my I have a screen that shows my socials. Um, these my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Tumblr, and I drew that, and I'm very proud. And I didn't use AI because I'm not a chud. It is yeah, it is art, and I wanted to, and this was so impulsive. Like I drew this like inspired because I feel like my work is inspired by a lot of Disney media. Um, but I drew this because I wanted a Disney inspired like card, and I couldn't decide on what movie to pick, so I just picked Sleeping Beauty as a reference. And I love how it turned out. Like you know when you're in the process of drawing and you feel like it's like, oh no, this is looking bad. I shouldn't have picked up a pencil. I should just quit for real. I don't deserve to draw. But then when you're nearing the end, it's like, okay, it's kind of coming together. And then it's just like, okay, no, I was wrong. I'm a legend. I'm an absolute legend. I'm a boss, and I'm the best artist to ever live. um, but yeah, it is. It's very fancy, I guess. While I make adjustments on my. Oh, oh, cool! I'm glad you found me. I will be looking out for you, friend. I will absolutely be looking out for you cuz I appreciate you very much for tuning in and giving me a chance. I forgot I had to erase this arm. That sucks cuz I spent so much time drawing it. But I have to I have to like rework the poses here because I originally recorded my reference, but it was like I had a change of heart and a change of vision. Um, Even like looking at my reference photo, like my reference videos, what I'll do is that I will see, I'll record them, right? And I'll like forget something, and instead of just doing the video over again, I'll record a separate reference video. So I have to combine them, and it's really inefficient, but I still do it I because old habits just kind of stick to you. And then you forget how anatomy works. It's just really unfortunate. It's like sometimes for me, even when I'm looking directly at a reference video, the anatomy is just so wonky for some reason. I don't know if anyone else has that issue, but I am. I hope y'all are enjoying this stream. I am. I tried really hard to get the music working, but I ran into like a slew of errors like right when I was about to start streaming, including the errors with actually the actual stream just cutting off and showing me errors and stuff. Also, I like the music like that I can stream like on YouTube without getting copyrighted, or also like not having ads just being blasted in the middle of it. Like YouTube be bullying me to buy premium, and I won't do it. I won't give them the satisfaction. I think that it's just terrible. Um. Ah. Yeah, autonomy is a mystery. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you for the time. I think you're incredible. Good night. I hope you get good rest and good sleep. Oh, well, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciated your company very much. It was very nice having you here. I hope you get a good night's rest, and I hope to see you again very soon. Yes, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have very amazing dreams. That was a weird way of saying it, but yes, thank you so much, friend. I appreciate that. Oh, girl, this is very enjoyable. It's the Jada podcast. It is the Jada podcast, and I'm going. and during the Jada podcast, we just we talk about whatever's on our mind. Just let it rip. Never succumb to YouTube Premium. I won't. There was a point in time where I had YouTube Premium for a very short period, and because it's like it's very manipulative in a way, because it puts all these restrictions in place, and it's not just ads. It's the way that ads are set up, it's the length of ads, it's the unskippable ads, it's the fact that some ads are like strange and problematic, which is weird because apparently YouTube caters ads towards you, and it kind of sometimes I believe that YouTube, I don't want to say too much because they might the YouTube my personal YouTube CIA agent would not be happy with me, but it is, yeah, I won't get it. I won't do it. Let's see here. Oh, also, I sometimes I have trouble keeping certain like things consistent throughout my drawings. Um, like certain like body parts, like noses and ears. I want it to look smooth, and I've many people tell me like, oh, your animation is so smooth, and that is because I'm very meticulous. It is so ironic. YouTube was created to be free. Right. Oh my gosh. I remember when I was a kid, and like I would go into like, my grandma would have her PC set up. It was in a weird place. It was in like the basement kind of. But me and my cousins would go down there and go on YouTube and watch all sorts of things. Like, and there were no ads. The ads that we got were on the bottom of the screen, and they were like the little clickables, like they were like little banners, and even then you could like X out of them. Those were the ads. Those were the ads we had. And now it's like they've gotten so out of control. You know, like I feel like one time I was watching, like, because I like watching like long videos while I'm drawing, so I have something in the background. And one time I was like listening to a video and it just kept getting ad after ad. And I was like, what is the, why? I feel like there wasn't as many ads before, and there weren't. It's like they're just pushing their boundaries more and more. See how much like we could, it's just like they're trying to bully us. And I don't like it. I'm very I'm very much like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We're not doing this. It's frustrating when, you remember a point in time where something that you have to pay for used to be free. You know? Like, I pay for, like, I have, for my editing my videos, I pay a monthly subscription to CapCut. And I like CapCut. I do. It's the best streaming service that I could use, I guess. But at least for my personal preferences when it comes to videos. But I remember when it used to be free. Like, I remember when certain effects that I would use for my videos were free. And I was so sad. But I still pay for it because I was like, man, I just need to edit my videos. And it has a lot of cool stuff on there, so I can't complain too much, I suppose. Yeah. Let's see. I think we're at the 1 hour mark for streaming. I might go for like, let's see. I might do like maybe like 30 or so minutes more. Um, but it is, for the most part, just a very chill, quiet first stream. I'm very grateful for it. I feel like, for the past 2 years, I've been in a rut creatively. Um, and it's really been, it's been helping to like have an outlet. I kind of underestimated how therapeutic it can be to just talk into a mic and draw. Just talk to a audience that is or isn't there, and just kind of put your thoughts out, just any random thought you have. It's kind of cathartic. And if I also apologize if my mic is a bit quiet. That's another issue that I've been trying to fix, not just in OBS but also in general. Um, yeah. Oh, stop. Have I I try not to be too hard on myself. Like, worked. I guess I've certainly been doing things. I can't say I've been doing nothing. Um, it's hard not to be hard on yourself, I guess. Um, I appreciate it. I do. I really do. I try not to. I try not to be too hard on myself. It's like, I'm doing something now. I'm streaming, and it's very cool and something new to try. Um, and like, shoot, it's so crazy because it feels like just yesterday I was, in a cap and gown, and now I am I am I'm doing things. Not at a college campus, like drawing and stuff. Mm. Um, I have to adjust this a little more. it's also crazy because I've been. Ah, no! 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 My microphone! It's crazy because even now I don't have my stuff together. No! Okay. Ah! It's falling. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got it. Oh my god. Ah! No, please. Okay. uh. Uh. Hmm. I really appreciate that. Cause as much as I like to give myself the works, I like it's been so I'm so tired, but it's kind of worth it. Um, I've been posting my animations and when I can and when I do, they get a lot of support on them, and I have so many people telling me that I'm doing great, and my work is and it's exciting, but also um comes with it's like for the most part it's great because I had mentioned that I had gone through a severe rut of imposter syndrome for most of my artistic career. And it's that kind of like hyper awareness that other people, like your peers, can just perceive you. Um, Especially if you post your work on social media, they can see when you're winning and when you're losing, and it is a constant. Um, it's constant. um, One of the highlights of my journey, I guess in the past year, is is just all the support I've gotten. Um, you know, it's crazy because I have this ingrained fear of being perceived or judged, even though for the most part, like everyone around me has been just awesome, and I am very grateful for it. I'd never take it for granted. Um, I'm very. I'd say I'm overall pretty happy. I don't know how this here works. I don't even know how this is looking. Ah, hmm, a bit choppy, just a little bit. I'll have to turn this a little bit. Hmm. 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 Maybe not. Maybe not though. I will spread this a little, like maybe like this. I don't want to do too much. I just don't like the size comparison. Although with animation you can get away with a lot of things. Like especially if the frames are moving fast, you can get away with a lot more than you think you can. Um, but in this particular video, a lot of it is very slow paced. So if you make an error, people are gonna notice. Um, so I'm trying not to do that. I feel like even after this stream ends, I'm just gonna be animating all night. Um, Although I've been making time for gaming since since Tomodachi Life dropped, which I've been addicted to, but I think this is the first time I'm experiencing Tomodachi burnout. If that's even a thing. Um, like I I sometimes I take a break to play Splatoon, maybe Stardew. And yeah, you wake up in the morning, you have a tablet on your right and a switch on your left, and you gotta choose. Um, it's like the red pill or the blue pill. See, I wonder. And then I don't have lips for him yet because I haven't done the lip syncing. I have to do the movements first, even though the lip syncing is like my favorite part of doing it, or part of my favorite part of animating. It's very satisfying to do. A lot of people don't seem to like lip syncing very much, but it's one of my favorite parts of the process. Tomodachi stream. I've contemplated, like, I told myself that when the game was coming out that I might just stream it. I think and I've been meaning to also make TikToks about it, but I've been so swamped with work. That's the thing too. Like my work, I work part-time, but it actually takes up a pretty considerate amount of my time. Like I'll be somewhere doing racks or folding clothes and just be thinking like, man, I just want my tablet. I'd be thinking of animation ideas like while I'm listening to music, and just like, can you give it a res? Like my brain just, I feel like it's constantly coming up with new ideas. That is way too small. And it's hard to keep up sometimes, especially if you're into several types of media at once. I can't listen to a single song. It doesn't matter what song it is. It's like I can't listen to a song without imagining a music video or an animatic or an animation to go with it. Which is kind of cool, but also you get all these ideas and you just want to execute them all at one time, but obviously animation takes a long time and you can't do that. And it makes me really sad. Which this video is like a little over 2 minutes. It's not that long, but I'm very meticulous. And my work, my actual, my job, it's just, it takes up, I was supposed to go independent, but, sudden expenses came up and I just couldn't do it. And that sucks. But it is okay, It's the way it has to be right now. I just gotta remind myself that certain things, like when you're in a specific place you don't want to be in, it can especially feel like it's never gonna end. But you just gotta keep reminding yourself that no, it won't be long now. I can't explain why this. You know what? And I'll just write it off as an art style choice. Perhaps. Oh, no. I'm afraid to flip this canvas. I'm genuinely terrified to flip the canvas. I don't want to do it. I'm fighting the perfectionist urge. Because with animation, it's just... I'm so meticulous about it. Oh, and then remembering the little details, too. Because he has, this character, one of his ears is normal, but then the other one is pointy. I remember I was animating him in another shot, and he looked wonky to me, and I couldn't pinpoint why. And it's because I was missing out, a detail. He has one normal ear and one pointy ear, and he has one normal eye and one snake eye. And the reason he looked wrong is because I wasn't drawing his eyes right. Now imagine if I had not, for whatever reason, not noticed that. And I had gone through the whole process. It's animated, it's colored, it's edited, special effects, everything. and I post it, and I notice it when I squint, and I just want to, like, I'd lay in my bed and sob and contemplate why I even decided to do it. It's the woe of a creative, I guess. It's just the kind of things you sign up for. But it's fine. It's completely fine, and I'm not. And I also what else? Yeah, I just have and not just the perfectionism stuff, but just like you can make a piece, you can draw something, animate something, and it can be beautiful, but then when your finger is hovering over that post button, you just feel this strange sense of hesitation. Like, should I do this? Maybe this was a mistake. But you just gotta shake it off. I personally, I finish an animation. I'm hovering over the post button. I press it, and then I fling my phone across the room, and just like hide under my bed sheets. It's the perfect strategy for avoiding the inevitable humiliation ritual that you put yourself through in your own mind. Maybe I'll try maybe I'll just try a drawing stream or a gaming stream. That'd be cool. Although I don't show my face, not yet at least. It would be nice. And maybe and I kind of like with the first stream having technical difficulties, I kind of expected things to go a bit awry. I'm imagining it. I'm imagining it. Yeah, I am. Just, I'm sorry. It's like I know I have nothing to. It's I have nothing to technically apologize for, but my brain is just. It's just constantly, kind of, just constant. Even when I'm laying in bed, like it's like I struggle to put my phone down and go to sleep because I'm aware that when I do that, I'm just going to be alone with my thoughts. It's very scary. I long for the day where I can curl up in bed and maybe be anxious, but then have a cute kitty curled up beside me. That'd be cool. Feel like I'd sleep a lot better. It is very. It's cool. It's fun. I overthink too much. And that's always been a vice of mine that I'm trying to steadily overcome. Okay, I think I maybe. That eye is definitely too big. Never mind. It's like, maybe I'm doing this. No, you're not. Do it again and do better this time and don't suck, maybe. So, maybe I should try some positive reinforcement. Like, oh, Jada, that eye looks really good. Oh, you're doing such a good job. You're doing amazing, sweetie. My goodness. Other eye here. Maybe. Oh my gosh. Again, another detail about this character is that he only has one eyebrow. But let's see, he has one eyebrow. And I gotta remember not to draw them both. The eyes are sisters. Yeah. The face is and it is. Sometimes I wonder because asymmetry is kind of like a it's kind of a natural when you're drawing at least human characters or like human like characters. um some people actually say that drawing the face too symmetrical can leave you with a feeling of uncanniness because we as humans are not supposed to be completely symmetrical. um see, I feel like I should add something here. Yeah, he has like little he has little eye things here, here and here, here and here, here and here. If I pull off this shot, I am the best to ever live. Let's see. Yeah. But I feel like a part of me thinks that's symmetry gives me handsome Squidward vibes. You know what? I can't even argue. Like, okay, and about I don't know about anybody's, but I've when I see a person who's like who's kind of conventionally attractive, like it's like something from a magazine, it is it's like obviously good for them. But sometimes a person, it's like when you look at a certain person and they're almost too perfect, you know what I'm saying? Like not on the like borderlining, I guess, between conventional and unconventional attractiveness. But it's something like, again, when I see a really handsome guy like with a sculpted face and abs and stuff like that, I just can't help but think handsome Squidward. It's like, I'm sorry, bro. They probably worked really hard for that body. And all power to them, but handsome Squidward. Let's see. And also for this scene, the background is going to be moving. Like the background it's gonna be a rotating shot. So not only is the character is turning, but the background is gonna be turning too. And it's gonna, like, the idea is that it looks really cool. I gotta look at my reference again. So I am low-key losing the plot. It's just an opportunity to give them a lot of personality. I really and this is like a huge, I mean, despite my technical errors, like it's actually a really huge deal, um I guess, to even start streaming. Like sometimes we get so lost in the idea that we there's so much going on that we can't really make a substantial change. But I don't know, this was something that I wanted to at least try, and I will do it again. I don't know when, but I definitely would love to. I would love to stream again, and also like making better widgets and stuff like that, because mine looks a little wonky. I don't know why it looks like that. I swear I set the text differently, but it is what it is. I feel kind of bad because watching it back, you're not gonna be able to see. And maybe I'll change the position of the chat, like just I'll make I'll make something more custom. Is finding a format that works. I'm also a bit anxious to watch it back because I don't know how it looks live. Hopefully, it looks okay. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Maybe like 5 more minutes. I'll do. I am, yeah, everything, even though everything didn't go exactly smoothly, it's a first stream and I'm not going to beat myself up over that because I kind of expected it. Um, Hopefully next time I can get some kind of music working. I won't be able to stream it from anywhere like YouTube or Spotify because the ads will absolutely destroy my momentum. I'll probably have to make like a custom like compilation of like royalty free music and like put it in the back like as a MP4 file or something like that. I'm still pretty new to OBS, so I'm not sure how that would even work. um but yeah, I and I'll also like try to edit my setup because the way it's set up it's very well, obviously amateurish. I'm doing this for the first time. God, I gotta give myself more slack. I gotta stop being so hard on myself sometimes. Um, I'll make it. I I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. Oh great! And as I say that, the drawing the eye weird. God, Jada, lock in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jada. No, you're so. I've been streaming so long. I'm losing my mind. Oh my gosh, I definitely got to get some music in here because talking in a void is definitely uncanny. My goodness. I think overall I'm very happy with how it all turned out. Just for a first time streamer, it's not too shabby. Um I'll animate some widgets and make it look more unique and other than getting music in here, it's not too bad. Not bad at all. I think overall I'm pretty proud. Let's see. Oh, and I gotta remember that his stuff is kind of opening here. Oof. Yeah. I could only hope for more time to animate in the future. That'd be cool. Finish up these. Up these. I can always clean it, I guess. But I won't stress too much about it now. It's just the idea of getting it down and then you can perfect it. Move this. I don't feel like I've made much progress. That maybe is animation syndrome, but also I'm in a very... I'm trying to get into a comfortable position to do it, but it's just my setup, the way it is kind of awkward, so I kind of have to, yeah, like put myself, like scooch myself up to reach my mic. Let's see. Adjust this. And maybe even though it's, yeah, I do this all the time, maybe it's just because it's in front of a live audience that I feel so strange about it. Like, you know, when you get stage fright, it's kind of similar to that. Like, usually you can perform really good, but then when you're in front of a crowd, it just kind of all goes out the window. It's like that. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. I'll take it. I will. That looks really smooth, and I'm satisfied. So I think that'll be it for tonight. Um Naja, if you're still there, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for just to anyone who joined me today. I was really nervous to start out, but it's it's really cool actually, and I look forward to doing it again. And we got some progress done. And hopefully next time I stream it'll be this was this was great. Thank you. I I am ah hopefully next time it'll go a lot smoother and I'll be more prepared. But with that, I I guess I will leave, but I'm very happy about how it turned out in the end, you know? Just it's all up from here. Just think about it like that. Um thank you so much again, and I guess I will see you later. Uh my